you ever have to take the door off to replace the glass or gasket or anything like that, and you don't necessarily have to do that on the stove, but the easiest way to get this door off is to take these pintles out of the hinge, and it's easiest done pin and you knock it up from the bottom. So we can use like a screwdriver or something like this to tap that up, and then we can drive our pintle up like so. Like so. And then we'll get the lower one. You would think that you want to lift the door with everything, but you can't because you have this edge right here. So you got to drive those pintles out, and then the door will come off. Sometimes it's a lot easier to replace the door glass if you were to break it, or the door gasket, with everything lying down flat. There's also some maintenance that you can do with the door on this stove. I'm going to bring that over to the bench. This is the back side of our door. This is from inside the firebox. And this is your door gasket right here, your glass. And then this is your door glass frame. And it's something I want to show you about this. So the door gasket, you can remove your old door gasket just by finding the seam and then pulling it out of the groove that runs around the outside of the door. And we can just set that aside. With that removed, to get to the glass, you're going to use a Phillips head screwdriver to remove the glass mounting frame. And sometimes, and I think the case on this one too, they use some cement that will get into the heads of the Phillips head screws, and it makes it difficult to pull them out. If you strip off the heads of these screws here, you're going to have a big job ahead of you trying to fix all that. So just use the proper Phillips head screwdriver, number 2. If you can't get it into it because there's glue in there, grab yourself a small little flathead or a little chisel or something and just get the stuff out of the head. Apply pressure with one hand and then torque it with the other hand. And go all the way around the glass. See, this one's got all kinds of stuff in it. The people who put this glue on here are not the people who ever have to take this apart. Because if they did, they wouldn't do that. Ah, see, this is end up stripping it. Now, your door gasket may last quite a while, but there's something I want to show you about this frame. It has to do with the air wash. Because you will have to clean out the air wash from time to time. And to do that, you're going to have to remove a door gasket. So, and last one down here. see if we can take this apart. There's one screw I couldn't get out. Okay, so see if you can see this. Right here, there's a groove, and this groove is open to the back side of this panel. And then on your top and on your bottom, you have to put your sides on first. Alright, so let me take some of this apart and I'll show it to you. Can't get this one off. Oh, there we go. There's just a little bit of cement down in the bottom of the screw, so the head of the screwdriver won't sink down far enough. Oh, there we go, I got it. Okay, so these are our air wash panels, and those go on last when you're mounting the door glass. So here's our glass right here, and these are our mounting frames. Alright, so to get the glass out, you physically have to take out the mounting frames. That was the air wash frame that we just took off. Now the top one up here probably never needs to be done, but the bottom one, you're going to have to do this every couple of years. And so here's our door glass right here. Probably wiggle that out. There we go, perfect. Okay, so here's what happens. If you buy this glass, it comes with a gasket. Alright, and if you buy an aftermarket glass, you may have to apply your own gasket, but you're going to mount one of your frames in there. You're going to get your glass to go underneath it, just like so. Then you're going to mount this other mounting frame, just like so. Then you're going to take your sides, and you're going to put your sides on, and you're going to screw those down. This one, and then this one. Screw them down. Okay? And then, these are our air wash frames. And they have a little bead on them so that we have a little bit of distance off of the frame. Okay? And this groove right here on the bottom, air comes in through that and then is deflected up and up like this, and it comes across the glass and it helps keep the glass clean. The friction of the air moving across it. But on the bottom one, from washing the glass with something wet, gravity is going to bring that down with ashes, and it's going to clog up this channel right here on the bottom. It's about the width of a razor blade. You can get a razor blade in there and you can clean it, but eventually it's going to get all junked up and then your glass isn't going to stay clean. So you got to pull the door gasket off. If it's good, you can sometimes reuse it, but you usually need a new one. And you got to put your side frames on first, and then you mount in your air wash channels. And this also serves as the groove for the door gasket. So you'll mount that on there, and then you mount that on there, and then there's a little groove right there that allows air to come in from the top and clean the glass this way, and allows air to come in from the bottom and clean the glass this way. And all of these frames go over there, this can go over there, and then, like I said, here's our mirrored door glass. And then you can just vacuum out this whole area, vacuum this area out, and then reassemble it just as I showed you.